Hey there, it's Jacob Kettner here, and I just want to make a short video explaining how to get accurate search volumes from the Google Keyword Planner. Now, I know that recently they made a change that if you weren't running a paid campaign or if it wasn't a client manager account, that they were showing like 1 to 100, 100 to 1,000, not very significant data for keyword research. This video isn't explaining how to get around that. You can obviously run a campaign or deposit money into the account or set up a client manager account. There's a number of ways around that. I happen to run a lot of live campaigns, so my keyword planner works fine, but what I have noticed over the past few months is that it's been giving very inaccurate search data. So usually what I'd go in and do is I'd put in, I was just doing some research for a moving company in Edmonton. And if you go in, I'd put moving company in Edmonton, maybe say that it needs to include the word moving so that it gives me relevant ideas, get ideas, and then I'd, go through, look at the ones that were part of the same keyword group, I'd copy them over to a notepad file, and then research those. So I sort of, I came up with a number of very related keywords. I felt like, if I can rank for one of these, I can rank for all of them, so we should include that in the preliminary data. And, up until a few months ago, I'd just use these numbers here, and I'd copy and paste this into an Excel spreadsheet, and then, do a ROI analysis for the client. But these numbers seem really high to me, that Edmonton movers would get 1,000 searches a month. Moving companies Edmonton 1,300. The combined search volume here is over 4,000, and it's because Google is using similar keyword search numbers. So basically, it's showing for movers Edmonton and Edmonton movers. It's showing 1,000 each, but it's really just 1,000 for both of those. And it's not just both of those, it's those and other related search terms. So we're getting multiple data here. So adding these together is going to give us a much higher number than we really should get. So how do we get around this? How do we get accurate search data? And the solution is to use the keyword planner. But instead of looking for suggesting ideas or even getting search volume data trends, what you want to go is enter or upload a list of keywords to get forecasts. And we click on that, and I'm going to put my keywords in here, get forecasts, and I didn't bother setting a location because these are all have the word Edmonton in them. And what we want to do is change, we want to put in a ridiculously high bid amount. So I'm going to put $100 per click, which should get me all of the possible impressions available. It says here that it levels out at around $18 per click, and even bidding $100 per click, it's telling me my average cost per click is going to be around 28. So that's good. It means I'll get all the impressions that I can. If we click on this, it expands, and so it's going to show me each of these, and I don't really care how many clicks it thinks I'll get, but I do care how many impressions I'll get, because that's the actual search volume that it expects for that specific keyword. And you can change the match types in here. I'd go with phrase match, so that's going to be the most accurate. And obviously this doesn't include long tails, and I can take this total number, and it's 261 impressions. I suspect that it's probably going to be closer to 500 if you throw in people searching without the word Edmonton, but from a local IP, or people searching for long tails that might not include these exact terms. But basically, this is telling me 261 instead of my 4,000 that I had before. And this is a much more accurate number. It's not as sexy to show to a client, and it probably lowers my chances of getting the contract, but I'd rather give him realistic expectations to start with, so that if he does sign up, I can deliver what I say I'm going to deliver, instead of telling him that there's thousands of searches a month when it's really only 261. So hopefully this was helpful for some of you if you didn't realize what was going on there. And so if you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook, and I'll be happy to answer to the best of my ability.